Yes, dear students, I would like to make the analysis of the costs for the students of cost accounting, management accounting, and managerial accounting. It is very much essential for them to make the different types of cost understood. The first one, which I would like to explain to you, is fixed cost. Fixed costs are generally those costs which remain constant up to the level of production. This is very much required to be understood. They are constant but up to the level of plant capacity, production level, production capacity. But if you are going to change the production capacity, plant capacity, then fixed cost will not be constant, will not be fixed. It will be changing. For example, suppose the fixed cost under different circumstances, I am taking cases that suppose different cases are there and production level or units produced, say like this, units produced, say 1 unit, 10 units, 100 units, 1000 units, 10,000 units, say 25,000 units, and say 50,000 units. So, assuming that plant capacity is 50,000 units in a year in a company, the total fixed cost TFC, so that is rupees 5 lakh. For 1 unit it will be 5 lakh. For 10 units again it will be 5 lakh. For 100 units it again will be 5 lakhs. For 1000 units it will be again 5 lakh. For 10,000 units again it will be 5 lakhs. And so on. Reason being, up to plant capacity. The plant capacity is 50,000 units in a single year. So you are finding that if the organization can make 1 unit in a year, 10 units, 100 units, 1000, 10,000 units, 25,000 and 50,000, means company is operating at 100% of plant capacity, means installed capacity is 100% utilized. Then again it is 5 lakh. Now the interesting point which you need to understand, fixed cost per unit. This is most important. Here it will be fixed cost per unit will be 5 lakh, and then it will be 50,000. Then if you produce 100 units, it will be 5,000 per unit, and if you produce 1000 units, it will be coming 500. If you produce 10,000 units, it is coming 50. And if you are producing 25,000 units, it's coming rupees 20. And if you produce 50,000 units, it is coming rupees 10 per unit. Now certain things you need to understand clearly, that whatever may be the size of the output, up to plant capacity, this total fixed cost remains constant. That's why we call it fixed cost or constant cost. But the point to be understood, point to be underlined is up to plant capacity. If you wish to produce more than 50,000 units in a year in that same organization, definitely the fixed cost will never remain 5 lakh, it will be going up. So जो मेन पॉइंट जो आपको समझना है वो है फिक्स कास्ट पर यूनिट. सी हियर 5 lakh per unit is the cost. When you produce 10 units, it comes to 50,000 per unit. When you produce 50,000, it comes to rupees 10. Now, the important point which I am saying, pay your attention, you will find that with the increase in the output, what is happening to the per unit cost, that is decreasing. There is decline in the fixed cost per unit. So the point is this, that one organization which is producing 100% capacity, then the per unit fixed cost coming to rupees 10, and which is producing say 10,000 units, that is having rupees 50 per unit. So as much more you will produce, your fixed cost per unit will be going downward. Means you need to understand that what sort of relationship exists between this one and this one. Means the relationship between the output and the TFC. There is no relationship between the TFC and units produced, right? But if you pay your attention to this one, fixed cost per unit, you will find that with the output, it is having the inverse relationship, indirect relationship. Production is increasing, output is increasing, the fixed cost per unit is decreasing. The crux of the matter is this, कि वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस, वो कंपनीज जो अपनी प्लांट कैपेसिटी को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यूज़ करती हैं, यूटिलाइजेशन करती हैं कैपेसिटी को, या 100% चली जाती हैं, उनकी फिक्स कास्ट पर यूनिट कम हो जाती है, जिसमें टोटल कास्ट कम हो जाती है. जब टोटल कास्ट कम हो जाएगी तो फिर प्रॉफिट्स जो हैं वो ज़्यादा होंगे. अगर मान लीजिए दो कंपनीज हैं, एक 25,000 बना रही है और एक 50,000 यूनिट्स बना रही है, दोनों को एक को लागत आ रही है 20 रुपये पर यूनिट, एक को आ रही है 10 रुपये. तो जिसको लागत फिक्स कास्ट पर यूनिट 10 रुपये आ रही है, क्योंकि वो अपनी प्लांट कैपेसिटी का पूरा यूटिलाइजेशन कर रही है, उसको प्रॉफिट जो है सेम प्राइस के ऊपर भी ज़्यादा होगा, जिसने अपनी प्लांट कैपेसिटी को 50% तक, यानी 25,000 यूनिट्स तक बनाया. आई थिंक यू गेट इट. Similarly, you need to understand the impact of the variable cost. Okay, how variable cost moves. For the sake of convenience, I am taking the same example. Now suppose variable cost per unit is rupees 10. Variable cost per unit is rupees 10. Means you may produce one unit or any number of units, but your variable cost per unit will remain same. Now the question is total variable cost. It will be 10, it will be 100, it will be 1,000, it will be 10,000, it will be 1 lakh, it will be 2,50,000, and it will be 5 lakhs. I think you get. So variable cost per unit is constant. Total variable cost is increasing with the increase in the output. Now if you have to define the relationship between this and this, the output and the total variable cost, you will find there is direct relationship. Means if output is increasing, the total variable cost is increasing. If we go upward from this level, it is decreasing. The total variable cost is also decreasing. So there is direct relationship. Increase in production, increase in total variable cost. Decrease in production, decrease in total variable cost. But you also need to understand the relationship between this one and this one. Variable cost per unit and output. You will find there is no relationship. Means variable cost per unit is constant, fixed. It sounds very confusing. We are talking about variable cost but saying fixed, constant. I am saying variable cost per unit is constant. Right? Check here. This is that. So, when you are looking after an organization, your total cost will be having both fixed cost and variable cost. If you know this total system, that how to regulate the cost, you need to pay your maximum attention to the fixed cost as well as variable cost. But your fixed costs are more important because variable cost per unit will remain constant. That is not going to change per unit. But as much as you will be increasing your output, your total variable cost will be moving in that proportion. But when you will be increasing your output, your fixed cost per unit will be decreasing. So the main area of focus is on the fixed cost, that how to minimize, how to reduce the fixed cost per unit, and for that purpose you make the analysis and you will find the things in a better way. Similarly, we have the semi-variable cost. But before that, if I draw the picture of fixed cost, you will find that this is the diagram. Let us suppose this is output and this is your TFC, total fixed cost. You will find that suppose this is 2 lakh, this is 4 lakh, this is 5 lakh. Right? Now this one. Output may be any size of output. Your total fixed cost will remain 5 lakh TFC. But similarly, if you have to find the variable cost, you will find that variable cost in total then will be having this shape. Means as much output you will do, your TVC will be going in that proportion. Like that. Means a 45-degree angle emerges. This one, 45-degree angle. It represents your variable cost. Right? Similarly, we have semi-variable costs. What happens on the semi-variable cost? There is some portion which is fixed and some portion in that is variable. Right? For example, your electricity bills, power bills, you may not use, but certain amount will be charged by the electricity board from you. That is what now your fixed cost. Like this, suppose this is like this, semi-variable cost. Certain amount is fixed and then a variable. It can take any shape, like this. It may be having certain amount fixed, after certain stage then again variable. So semi-variable, having both features, fixed as well as variable. So this you have to understand, that fixed cost, variable cost and semi-variable cost, or semi-fixed cost you can call it. These three types of cost and their analysis and their understanding can help you in making the foundation stronger for the purpose of cost accounting subject, management accounting subject, and managerial accounting. So this is for this lecture. Next time we would like to move further. Thank you very much.